time has come, I can't hide from the fact that I can't wait. See, there's a place where I can go and I can easily escape, where the sun is always shining, and when it's dark, the lights come out. Oh, California, how I love ya, you're all I'm thinking about. Yeah. It's a beautiful early morning, all the birds are singing songs. I close my eyes for a moment and then I drift until I'm gone. Now if I give life permission, it'll get the best of me. So I pay it no attention as I sing a melody. Follow the amor, follow the amor. Don't care if I'm alone. Follow the amor. Palm trees and a calm breeze greet me. Melodies ringing in my ears so sweetly. See the Cali girls walking around in bikinis. The Cali boys huffing and a puffing on sweetly. To go far, you don't really need a nice car. Take it easy, girl, you gonna make life hard. Gotta keep my shades on or I'll go blind. And Cali never asked me how I'm doing, I'm fine. Living in a cloud of smoke, swimming in wine. Got the ocean to myself, now it's all mine. I'm a star from a boulevard, don't shine. And if I leave, I'm coming back 100 more times. Follow the amor. Follow the amor. Don't care if I'm alone. Follow the amor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today, we'll be covering the Palworld new 1.0 updates. Palworld is officially out of pre-release. It is officially came out. It is now, officially out. It has new character designs, and we're also going to be talking about Pokemon Go not giving the fans the 10-year plus award, only giving it to certain people. Certain only like staff members, and a lot of fans are mad because they think that they need the awards. So we'll be covering all that today on the show. A lot of Palworld Pokemon news for today's show. But before we go into that, we'll be getting to the chat, and it seems like what's up, Lilith and Thunder? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are doing well today on this Sunday evening. Catch up with the panel, starting with Duber Rabbit. How's it going, Jimmy?
It's doing good. I'm here, and yeah, I was playing Palworld till 12 o'clock last night. Did not
Yeah.
want to put it down, but desperately needed to sleep. It was so good. I woke up this morning, first thing, grabbed it, and just kept fucking playing my ass off. And like, the world is freaking huge. Like, there's sky islands, and like, oh my god, like this shit. Like, now I can see why when they said that the patch notes took way more than the Steam could handle, right? The Steam listings for the patch notes and the forums, like literally, it was so long that Bucky couldn't fit it all and had to open up a separate form to put the rest of the patch notes and then combine. It was like, yeah, no wonder, because there's so much fucking content. It's just like, the world is fucking huge. I love this game.
What about you, Torin? Have you tried Palworld yet?
Yeah, I played some of it last night and today.
Yeah, that's the thing. But how you been doing? All right. All right, cool. Wait, I said how you been doing?
Oh yeah, I've been doing good. Though I'm having hydration issues for some reason. My mouth is constantly dry, and my nose isn't. For some reason, I feel stopped up, even though I'm not.
I actually caught my first fish this weekend, so I actually went fishing, caught my first fish, and now just been chilling, doing the stream. Yeah, I've been getting up every
You gonna
morning.
cook it?
Fishing.
You gonna cook it?
Nah, it was too small. Unfortunately, it was too small to cook. But there was these people there that ended up catching a bull shark, and they cut it up and cook and are gonna eat it. All right, so now I'm gonna look for that video. But yeah, so today we'll be covering the character update designs, run and game entertainment. Runga has done a video on it, good video on it. So he'll talk about all the characters.
Oh, you already pre-screened it?
Yeah, I have it right now. But
so you said you were gonna watch it earlier. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I already have it. Anyways, so the characters that got a complete design overhaul were Verdash and Robin Quill, and the designs will be in the videos. But I'll talk about which characters got a complete design. So the characters that got the complete design were Verdash and Robin Quill. They got a complete design over. Actually, we could show the designs real quick before the video because I have it pulled up on the Discord already. And this is credit to you, Torin, because you posted it in the Discord. All right, is it sharing? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Verdash and Robin Quill have a complete design overhaul. So this is Verdash.
As of now,
as you see, it looks really different. Different colors and stuff. Same with Robin Quill. And you said you preferred his newer design, actually.
Yeah, I prefer. There was also a couple of other pals that received some slight changes.
Yeah, and I'm going over this too. Grin Tail's another one that got a slight change.
They changed his teeth and and they added dark patches around his eyes, basically. I think they also might have changed his eyes slightly, too. But other than that, he wasn't changed very much at all.
The last one that was changed is Venglobe.
Yeah.
So a lot of decent changes, a lot of, some slight, too, that were really drastic. Like I got a complete over design.
Yep.
So yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and. But yeah, so that's the thing. Let me know in chat too. What's your favorite design? So Torin, which one's your favorite? You said your favorite was the Robin Curl one.
Yeah, the new overhaul works so much better, and he doesn't feel like he's he looks like a certain Pokemon anymore,
What about
which you'll get to
you?
in the video in a second.
Yeah, but what about you, Jim?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the Horsemon and the Robin Quill are my two favorites.
My two favorites are the Robin Curl and the Verdash. I really like the Verdash one. All right, let me go ahead and pull up this video. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, we'll see the original designs in a bit, and he'll compare them to the new ones,
Palworld 1.0 released
as well as the Pokemon they resemble. So
playing it for roughly 16 hours, I think. I don't remember what the exact amount of time.
I like the second
he was doing
one more. Yeah, Lilith even likes the Robin Curl one more. Also, that cat scaly Alice. Alice, who the fuck is Alice? Would be mushrooms at?
I think we need to keep you off the mushrooms, Lilith.
I've never taken mushrooms in my life, and I don't think I can handle them.
My girlfriend is. She could tell you all about them next time she's in chat, which probably won't be for a while.
I ended up having to take a nap halfway through because I didn't sleep the night before for unrelated reasons. But with Palworld 1.0, there's something that some players seem to have noticed, and what that thing is that Palworld caved. Now, what does that mean? Well, what I mean by that is quite simply, when Pocket Pair first released Palworld, there were a lot of...
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Who cares if they quote-unquote caved, as long as the designs look good? And to me, the designs do look good.
Personally, so I don't think it was because of the similarities. I think it was more they wanted to make them look more unique and not be compared to Pokemon. That, and also I think they wanted the designs to be more on par with the newer pals they've introduced, because those pals in particular were all created for the release version of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in early access.
I don't think it's to cave to Pokemon. I don't think they give a fuck about what Pokemon has to say.
Yeah, I think they just want to make better designs because they feel like those were a bit
dated. Trying to make better designs. Not only that, but you got to think this is Palworld 1.0. Of course, there's going to be some changes. The fact that everyone's shocked, like, oh, they made character changes, they made Pal's design changes. It's like, no shit, it's a new update. Duh. Like, are you stupid?
People say...
No, it's not Taranga. It's just people that just are shocked by it.
He even says the title was pretty much clickbait.
That it was very similar to Pokemon.
Yeah, but there's people I've seen on Twitter saying, oh, they caved to Nintendo. Oh.
Yeah,
it's like,
probably.
No, the fuck they didn't, you fucking stupid fucking aunt.
I'm sure that was some part of it. That probably they're not taking any chances. But at the same time, I don't think that was the full picture here.
I don't think that's like the full on. Like they probably thought like as like thinking an idea that like it's also another thing that we avoided this whole thing.
They did also make a slight change to Dynawesome. I noticed it while playing. I think they added spines to Dynawesome. Those might have always been there though. I just don't remember.
Everyone knows that. They're getting sued over that right now. People realize that. But one of the things that people said was very similar about it were some of the PAL designs. Now, some of them I could kind of see, some of them as like you're really reaching for it, and some of them are just like, if you want to make a cat, it's gonna kind of look like a cat. So just because Pokemon made cats doesn't mean that every cat is a copy of Pokemon. Every cat in video games is a copy of Pokemon. But it seems like Pocket Pair has taken notice of some of these similarities finally, and despite the fact that they are not getting sued over copyright infringement, despite the
I
fact
don't think it's about the lawsuit thing. I just think they don't want to be similar to Pokemon. They want to actually show people, hey, we could be original. We could have our own ideas.
Yeah, I think they also just felt like some of the designs were a little dated, and they felt they could do better by redesigning some of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the way they design pals is a bit different than how they designed them back then. So
Yeah.
A lot of people think that they are, and even Nintendo is not suing them over copyright infringement. One of the most litigious companies, one of the most aggressively protecting their IP in the world, companies is not suing Pocket Pair over copyright infringement. Pocket Pair did go ahead and change a few of those pals. Pocket Pair changed a few of the pals that were like most considered to be ripping off Pokemon designs and altered them with the Palworld 1.0 release to less directly mimic the Pokemon in question. And I could go through the effort right now of going and finding each one of those pals. Some of them I don't have yet. Some of them I've already seen. I could go and find each one of those pals right now and show you them. But there's a Reddit thread, so why waste my time doing that when I could just pop up the Reddit thread and show you what I mean? So,
yeah, don't pop up the Reddit thread. The Reddit thread's a waste of time. Stop kissing Pocket Pair's ass. How about you shut the fuck up and keep watching the show, bitch? Anyways. I like how people just come in here and be like, oh, stop kissing Pocket Pair's. It's like, bro, shut up.
anyway, let's see what's going on here.
one of the pals that was very common.
What was that, Todd?
I forgot.
Only stated to be copying from Palworld or from Pokemon, and people said this was almost a 1-to-1, just slight reskin copy of a Pokemon was Verdash. And you can see Verdash right here.
That's the original design.
And Verdash was
Yeah, that's the real original design of Verdash, and then that's before the design, and then he's going to show another pic, which we already saw day after.
supposedly
well, actually, he's going to show the Pokemon first that it looks like
a copy of Cinderace, which you can see over here.
That looks nothing alike. What is
they do share a few similarities, but
yeah, they do, but it's
they're completely different color schemes for one, and two, that thing has a fucking squirrel tail.
Yeah, that thing has a squirrel tail, different colors, similar face but different eyes. That doesn't have the little black.
I mean,
it doesn't look
yeah.
similar. Like, yeah, it has similarities, but just because it has similarities, it doesn't
legally
mean it looks the
distinct, pretty much. But
yeah, exactly.
It would pass the silhouette test.
Yeah.
Now, as you can tell, with this Verdash, it does kind of seem like you can see some similarities there. You can see there's a little bit of a tail. The tail follows a somewhat similar design, I guess. They got the cute little 3-fingered paws. They got the big ears. This guy has a green little thing right here, but you can tell that this is kind of the same. Like, a lot of it is very similar. It looks a little bit like this looks like a forest rabbit. This looks like a fire rabbit. So they changed it to this. Which,
honestly, the new design's cuter.
I don't know how I feel about it. Now, this Reddit thread itself is kind of...
the new designs looks just way better in my opinion. Like, it looks cuter and all that, but actually, looks more like you can't. It has no similarities whatsoever to that. So it's like you can't say, "Oh, they're copying Pokemon."
I mean, the only similarity I can see is the ears, and that's stretching it.
Yeah, actually, not really, because the ears.
I said that's stretching it.
Yeah, that's stretching it because look, the ear shape's different.
Yeah. Commending them for it and saying, wow, this makes them look more unique. This is good effort. We appreciate it. I have mixed feelings about it, but my mixed feelings about it are just me being petty. Because my mixed feelings about it are, dude, just keep pissing them off. Come on, Pocket Pair. Just keep pissing off all the Nintendo stands. Keep pissing off Nintendo. But I can also respect the fact.
Yeah, keep pissing off Nintendo, like literally.
I mean, they have done other designs that are more blatant than that.
That they list.
See, Nintendo now Nintendo can't say, "Oh, they're stealing from us."
Yeah, there's actually a few pals they actually removed because they weren't legally distinct enough, and this was back in the early days of early access.
At the first Steam and Lilith, I ate all the shroomies. You're gonna be fucked up.
Into a lot of the player outcry, because even fans of Palworld were kind of like, okay, come on, some of these are some of these are a little bit lazy. They listened to the player outcry and they changed it to be a little bit shorter. The ears are much more accentuated. This is still here, but it honestly looks like more effort was put in. There is more detail here on the new model than there is over here in some areas, a little bit less in others. Like down here,
Not only that, but the tail looks better too. Because the tail here just looks fat as fuck, and not an actual tail. Looks like kind of like kind of like a.
I'm gonna bring something up here. This is one of the I think it was 3 or 4 pals that they scrapped for early access release back in 2024. Hold on, I gotta find it. Window. Oh, Brave tab. Yeah, this thing.
Hold up.
Why is it not loading the other window? Hold on.
I fucking want that mon.
But yeah, it looked a little bit too much like Mega Mewtwo Y, so that's why it got removed.
Damn it!
I mean, honestly, it's like. I mean, I kind of understand because like it looks too simple, but at the same time, it's like
it does have some subtle
couldn't
difference.
they just made a design change and like make?
Oh yeah, they could have totally changed the design. My guess, it was unfinished though, and my guess is they didn't want to mess around with it, so they just decided, hey, let's.
I guess they decided just say
it was supposed. It was more than likely supposed to be the counterpart to the PAL Lunaris.
Yeah.
It's not the only one that was scrapped. There's also what's it called? You can go back to the video. I'll look for it while you're watching the video because I've watched the video already. Triton?
Yeah. Oh shit! Hold on.
Yeah, I said you can go back to the video first.
Yeah, you made me not have the video pulled up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bubbly. It also looks more chibi, and I'm not necessarily a fan of chibi. But there you go. The next pal that people said was just a complete copy of a Pokemon was Robin Quill. Robin Quill, which is supposed to...
Bro! That doesn't even look like it. It has the same color. That's it. That's an owl.
I know. That's the crazy part.
Are y'all stupid?
Yeah, they really are.
How stupid are you guys? If I was Pocket Pal and even changed his design, I would have literally told y'all, you guys are stupid, to go fuck yourselves. Are y'all this fucking retarded? Really?
Be a direct...
How is this the same as this?
I think in this case it was less that it looked like a Pokemon and more that they just weren't satisfied with the design.
But still, you say you're not satisfied. You don't go and say, "Oh, this looks the same." No, it doesn't.
Oh no, that's Pokemon fans saying that. But I think the reason why they changed it and why Pocket Pair changed it was because they just weren't happy with it.
Yeah,
that copy of Decidueye, or people were claiming was a direct copy of Decidueye. And this one, I really, really think people were squinting at it kind of funny to get there, because I can see the similarities, I guess, in the same way that, like, if you took 2 cats in 2 different video games, there's going to be some similarities. But people were saying it's similar. Oh, it has the same cowl. It has, they both have wings. Now with Decidueye's wings, the wings are wings. With Robin Kill's wings, the wings are a cape. These legs look distinctly different from this. This looks like the legs of an owl, whereas this one looks like someone, like some goth kid wearing green drip pants.
Okay, I got the other pal they scrapped.
Kind of thing. The body's very different.
All right, hold on.
This was called Boltmane, and it was featured in the pre-release trailer right before early access dropped. and it was removed. Well, it wasn't actually removed right away, but it wasn't found in the wild normally. You had to console it in to get it. Same with Dark Mutant and the other scrapped PAL, which I'll show in a moment. But yeah, these guys all had saddles too for them.
So yeah, it seems like a few pals got scrapped.
Yeah, those got scrapped early on.
Is there any of them that you wish was not scrapped?
I kind of wish Dark Mutant would have made an appearance. It would have been a nice counterpart to Lunaris.
I better not scrap the Firefox. I would be really disappointed.
Oh no, that's in the that's already in the game. These
I know, but they better
weren't
not scrap it like in the future. Like in the future.
Oh, I don't think they will. These pals were
I can see
bordering up closely on the danger line with being similar to Pokemon. That's probably why they were scrapped.
Went to that.
This one, yeah, but this one was definitely not one of them. Like,
oh no,
Pokemon
but it was
a
point of contention with Pokemon fans for some reason.
Yeah, but it's just because they are retarded.
Yep.
You can make that connection, but I also think this one was people reaching a lot. But they changed it, and this change looks more detailed in some ways, but in some ways to me looks a little bit worse. But I do kind of like it. I
mean, I like it. I like this one, and everyone seems like they like this change as well. So it's like I like the Robin Quill change. It's just, but that's the thing. It's just it doesn't. Models, it's just I can't sit there and lie to y'all. It does not look like the Pokemon version people said it looks like. It's a fucking owl, you fucking retards.
Yeah, and this is just a thing.
Exactly. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I think this one was done more so because they weren't satisfied with the design.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be honest, the older design looks way less detailed and crappier than the new one.
It looks like more effort was put in to an extent. The design pattern of the cowl here looks a little bit cooler, I think, than this one. I like the neck lining. I don't know how I feel about the legs. I think I just don't like Robin Quill in general. I think it's the problem. I never really cared for this design for Robin Quill either. So
why? What's wrong with Robin Quill? Are you stupid?
He's just kind of there. Really I don't think anyone really uses him.
Fix it. But
I'll use them. I'm gonna use them when I get on there.
His new design makes me want to use them for sure.
Fuck your haters.
Oh yeah, by the way, he's got an electric variant too. So.
But yeah, tell me how this looks like this. Pokemon retarded fans.
It doesn't. It only shares some colors.
I do think this.
Yeah, I know some retards probably watching saying, "Oh, this looks like it." It's like, fuck you. If you think so, fuck you. Stupid ass.
This one was a lot of reaching.
Like, seriously. I don't know how people be this stupid.
The next one was Fingerlope. Fingerlope is one of the few ones where I'm like, okay, the power or Pokemon stands have a bit more to say here.
I mean, yeah, but it's not 100% match. That looks like that's just a fat deer. This is a skinny deer. And it's a different graphic.
Yeah. The color scheme was riding dangerously close, though. I think that was
the color
scheme
is definitely close, but the design's a little different. Like I would say 75% similar, but not 100% match.
Because I do think Fingerlope was a direct copy.
I understand. Like, see, they have more to say on this one than the fucking Robin Quill and Owl for sure.
But I also love...
Like, if they said that Palworld just sold this design, then I would be on the side more than the Robin Quill thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Robin Quill is you're just fucking stretching. You're just trying to purposely lie. And at that point, it's like, okay, how can we trust you?
Not necessarily a direct copy, but a very, very close copy. But I also love that their fix to it was effectively just reskinning it, because this is Fingerlope
My favorite Pokemon was Meloic.
Milotic, yeah.
Milotic.
This is Cobalion. That's what they said was being.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I kind of understand it a little bit. Like like I said, it's not 100% match, but it's kind of close. So I'll give them more understanding than this.
Copied. I do think that this one is a closer. Now, Cobalion is a bit more chunky, a bit. It almost looks like Cobalion is just the male form of Fingerlope in a big way, just a bit bulkier, but very similar. Maybe the antler pattern is a little bit different, but it's got this tuft still. They got it right here. It doesn't have these little guys right here, but yeah, I can see the change. But then all Palworld did was reskin it, make it purple, and then slightly change the horn pattern. Not even in a way, because this horn.
I mean, it still looks different though. Like it still looks different. So it's like, see, this one I kind of like it because it's a different.
Yeah,
color.
it looks a little
like the new
angrier now
design.
too.
I like the new design as well.
Yeah, it looks a little bit angrier now too.
Yeah, and not only that, but it looks way more different than the Pokemon design. So now Pokemon fans can stop bitching like fucking whiny crybabies.
Pattern is not similar to Cobalion's horn pattern at all, but slightly changed the horn pattern and then called it a day. I almost wonder if this one is just a joke or if there's like some internal reason that they did this or some personal reason that they did this. Like, I always like this better. But I almost wonder if this is just a joke that they took the one. These two, you have to kind of look at it funny. I mean, Cinderace is pretty close, but these two, you do have to kind of look at it a little bit funny to see the similarity. I feel like Cobalion and Fingerlope was a little bit closer, and then their solution was, let's just reskin it. I do love that. And then you got Grintail. Grintail is one of the ones where I really, really do think they were reaching the hardest to compare it, because Grintail was...
Yeah, it's Grintail's original design.
Yeah! And that's the thing. Grintail doesn't look like... And this is the Pokemon version, right?
Well, that's Meowth's Galarian evolution form, yeah.
No, I meant like this is what the one... Yeah, okay.
The one they're comparing it to, yeah. Personally, I don't think it looks anything like that.
No, it doesn't at all. Like,
it's a
different shade.
It's
a different shade. It looks like a different species. So it's like, yeah, they can't... I don't know why they're comparing this. Like, they're definitely reaching...
Yeah, honestly,
the Robinquill and Owl and this are the two that I say they're reaching at the most. Like, they're just being retarded.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Honestly, if I had to say it looked like anything, I'd say it looked closer to Per Ugly than that Meowth.
Yeah.
In terms of Pokemon
It does not
designs.
look like Meowth at all.
Compared to Galarian Meowth.
It does not look like Galarian Mouth. Like, it's like the fucking reaching.
And they didn't really change much with it, to be fair, to begin with. So I like people there are people like in this Reddit thread and other threads saying like, hey, that they changed this as a way to make it not look like Galarian Meowth, but they didn't really change it all that much. They changed
I don't think
the teeth really.
Yeah, they changed the shape of the mouth, the teeth, and the eyes.
Yeah.
They gave it a more hypnotic look on its face.
Yeah, but it seems like they made
got
a
like
slight
little
change.
highlights on its eyes there.
Yeah.
They also gave it a more cat-like mouth.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a very, very small change compared to like the others.
Yeah. I would actually argue it looks scarier with the...
Oh, yeah, it looks scary. It looks like they made it like Halloween themed, but it's still high.
Was kind of the similarity because you got Galarian Meowth over here, and they have the same teeth pattern, but this is also just a kind of standard way to say sharp teeth. Like you got the pointy fangs. That's it. I don't think that was unique. It doesn't look very similar to Galarian Meowth, sure, but honestly, the way Galarian Meowths look like right here, it almost looks like he just has an underbite and doesn't have teeth on the upper top. Other than that, it's a cat, dude. That's the only real similarity is that they're both cats. These guys don't look the same to me. And then
It doesn't even look like a cat. I'm gonna be real. This is what Palworld think a cat looks like.
That's not even the only cat they got.
Does it even look like? Does the other cats look like cats?
There's Cativa, the one you first encounter when you get it start playing, the pink cat.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah, that looks more like a cat, but this does not even look like a cat.
Yeah, this looks like it was going for a Cheshire cat look.
Didn't really change much. They fixed the teeth to make them more straight teeth, which almost takes something away but gives something to Grintail to me, because the teeth.
It looks more like Snorlax.
Yeah, he kind of does look like Snorlax, a very, very mean Snorlax that has its eyes open. Like it was deprived of sleep.
Almost makes it a little bit freakier to me. It's got human teeth, but it's clearly a predator. And then they gave it a little bit of eye makeup. That's about it. Now,
well, they did change the pupils on the eyes too. If you notice, they have a more hypnotic look to them, kind of like the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland Disney version does.
Yeah,
where he's got that hypnotic stare, sort of.
At this. Some people are looking at it and talking about it like, oh, this is Palworld Pocket Pair admitting that they copied Pokemon designs. Some people are looking at it as this is just a change that they decided to make to improve these characters and make them look a little better. I feel like, to me, from as much as I've followed Pocket Pair, as much as I've followed all the crap they've been doing for the last 2 years and done research and blah, 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 I can see this being a situation similar to them removing the glider mechanic, or not the glider mechanic, but using pals as glider mechanic, where like they're like, listen, Nintendo's really litigious with the glider mechanic one, and with the, you know, throwing a sphere to release a pal. That was a matter of them not getting a temporary restraining order, an injunction against them, forcing them to stop releasing Palworld and publishing Palworld until the lawsuit was resolved. That's effectively what that was. Everyone that's like, oh, this is them admitting to wrongdoing. Not really. It's them stopping Nintendo from being able to put the kibosh on the further publishing of Palworld, and them limiting the damages on the off chance that Nintendo won, kind of thing. Because as has recently reported, and I covered it in a video, effectively, since they made that change, damages were limited to the time period in which those previous mechanics were in effect. So it was a little bit of both there. It wasn't necessarily them admitting that they were wrong. It was more so...
No, it wasn't. It was just them to update, because guess what? They're making changes for the 1.0 update like they're supposed to do. It's not abnormal. It's not surprising. It's not shocking. It's not amusing. I mean, it's amusing. Like, they did a good job, but I'm just saying it's not like the worst thing in the world.
Them admitting.
Like, it's not like the weirdest thing in the world. Like, it's not unusual.
That, like, listen, it's just...
I don't know why a lot of people think it's unusual. It's like, oh, this change is weird.
A lot of people were upset about this mechanics changes. And there were some people blowing them way out of proportion, saying it was way more than what it was.
Well, keep crying. Boo-hoo! They made
Oh,
a
no,
change.
these were Palworld fans that
I know,
misunderstood what was actually changed.
Hold on, I'm clip farming, because we got to try and updates account, so I'm just got to clip farm a little bit. Boo-hoo! I'm crying like little bitches. Boo-hoo! Where? I'm mad about this shit. Where? I'm mad that Palworld's making changes. Where? I'm mad.
Yeah,
good job.
That was actually done a while ago. That was done over a year ago.
Hold on, let me finish. Pokemon? I'm mad that Palworld's making better changes than Pokemon ever could. I'm a Pokemon fan, crappy bitch boy. All right, now go ahead.
I was gonna say those changes that Pocket Pair made were just a precaution, and they were done. Like, God, over a year and a half ago almost. And the changes constituted of them altering pals that you could use as gliders, so you couldn't use them as gliders anymore, and instead they'd boost your glider by giving it extra speed or something. And the other change was you can no longer throw your pal sphere to release a pal. When you release a pal, it automatically appears next to you. Those were the only two changes made. But for some reason, certain Palworld fans thought they changed more than that, and were like, I'm not playing this anymore. And I was like, dude, that's all they changed. There was nothing else changed.
Well, yeah, those are just crybaby bitch boys. You know,
Those are
Pocket
dummy
doesn't-
heads that didn't read the patch notes.
Yeah, those. Do we really need those dummy heads anymore on our side? Yeah, they were good at 25, 20, and 24 when we actually needed support against the lawsuit. But it seems like Palworld's now got the lawsuit won because Nintendo only won one patent, so we don't need the dummy heads on our side anymore. Like we already won the
Yeah, it
lawsuit.
was literally just a
Palworld's not.
misunderstanding of what was actually changed.
Yeah, Palworld's not going anywhere. Palworld's still good. It's not sucking.
Now that I
If
think
dummy
about it,
want to cry about it, then we don't need them anymore. We just don't.
but yeah, now that I think about it, I think part of the problem was news outlets blew it way out of proportions, and that's why some people were upset about it because they didn't realize what was actually changed, and news outlet headlines made it seem way worse than it actually was.
Yeah, exactly. The news outlines were just over exaggerating it, but that's the thing. Palworld's not going nowhere.
Oh,
And all
also,
the heads that left, like we don't need them anymore.
I got the last PAL that was removed from the game up. These PALs were removed a little bit after the first early access release. Oh shit! This is it. This is Dragastrophe.
So I clicked up the wrong button.
But yeah, it had a shotgun saddle, so it was supposed to have a shotgun. Unfortunately, it's been removed from the game, and I don't think it'll ever come back. It seems to be like the counterpart to Quyvern, like the dark counterpart to Quyvern.
Smart decision to do.
I don't think it should have been removed yet again. It's like they probably have their reasons.
So they can't stop us from publishing this. It was a smart decision to do. So many lawyers said it was a smart decision to do. Whereas this, there is not an ongoing copyright lawsuit, but I can see there being one of two things. This could be
Dragon looks like it's fapping hard.
one of
I guess he's talking about the PAL that you showed.
The Dragastrophe.
Yeah.
a few
It's
things.
a combination
This
of
could
the
be
word
Palworld
dragon
admitting that
and
they were wrong,
catastrophe.
and like these were close
Yeah, the
copies.
dragon's doing this. It's going.
And wanting to avoid a follow-up lawsuit because Nintendo very well could. Hey, this lawsuit's wrapping up around
There was
October,
one
November
scrap PAL
timeframe.
that was actually
Once that
brought back
lawsuit's
for the
getting ready,
1.0 release, though.
Oh, there was.
Yeah, the giant whale. They brought back the freaking giant whale we saw in the early Palworld trailers as an actual PAL.
to wrap up, they file another lawsuit for copyright infringement and keep the lawsuit going, keep Palworld or Pocket Pair under this constant legal pressure. It's easy for Nintendo to deal with. It's not as easy for an indie studio to deal with, even an indie studio that's backed by Sony, and even an indie studio that's this successful. I can see it being that. I could also see it because Pocket Pair is so happy to poke the bear. Because Pocket Pair is so happy to poke the bear, I can see this just being a decision they made because fans didn't like those designs. Fans weren't happy with the fact that it did look similar to Pokemon, and fans didn't like the design.
Or the
so they're not
developers
doing it
weren't.
out
Either
of
way.
some sort of contrition to Nintendo.
We'll
But
probably mix of both. I think it's
Yeah.
a mix of both, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably a mix of both. Because I did not give a shit about Robin Quill until after his design was updated. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real.
I actually like the new Robert Crow design myself.
doing it
But
because
at the end of the day, it's like I still stand the fact that it
Oh
was
yeah,
not
totally. I get
copied.
it. They didn't need to change it, but I appreciate the change.
I mean, they need to change it for different reasons, but the Pokemon fans were still in the wrong. That's right, you stick sucking fucking stupid Pokemon fans.
they just kind of wanted to make their fans happy, which is very much a Pocket Pair move, and it's almost more what I
Yeah,
expect.
they know how to make the fans happy. Nintendo, Ubisoft, Sony, Microsoft, King's Isle, all you fucking companies suck.
I do think a little bit might be just to avoid Nintendo issuing another frivolous lawsuit, one that would be even more frivolous than the past.
Man, if they issued another lawsuit,
At
they're
that point,
fucking
they just be
retarded.
petty. But I kind of see Pocket Pair being cautious about it.
If they release another lawsuit, then Nintendo's just fucking petty. They're just like bricks and minifigs.
Yep.
And lawsuit because at least they had the patent. Copyright infringement is harder to do in a case like this where it's not a direct copy. So I can see this just be more of an issue of like, we're done with this lawsuit crap. We don't want to give Nintendo another opportunity. But here is something that
Yeah, exactly. They don't need to be in another fucking lawsuit for another year. They just want to do their own thing.
I've never noticed before, probably because I never really actively used the glider pals the first few times I was playing, and didn't use them at all really until after they were removed. But here is something that was explained earlier on my stream. Someone I was playing with told me on my stream that one of their friends had noticed. So as we all know at this point, one of the mechanics and one of the patents at the heart of the current Palworld lawsuit was the gliding PAL mechanics. Effectively, the thing that Palworld changed was what they had was previously if you had certain PALs like Gale Claw, when you used your glider, instead of using the glider, you would use the PAL. You'd be hanging from the PAL with one hand, and you would have your weapon or your sphere or whatever in the other hand. It increased the speed of the glider and it increased the utility of the glider because now you could use your weapon in that hand. But if you don't have a glider PAL, you just use the glider and it looks like this. You're holding onto the glider with both hands and you're slowly gliding down. But they removed that. They removed the glider PALs. So you can no longer do that with a PAL. But the glider PALs do still allow you to have an increased glider speed. You're just not using it with the PAL. You're still using it with the glider. But I'm going to show you something. I have now put Gale Claw in my party. I have a Gale Claw. It's in my party. Now watch what happens when I use the glider. You are holding a different shaped glider with one hand and a weapon in your hand. Exactly like you would back when you had PALs that would act as the glider. So I truly believe, and if someone has, has dug through the code, tell me if
have they taken away the PALs that act like gliders, or are they still in there as well? Torin?
Huh?
Have they taken away the PALs that have that could turn into gliders? Have they taken that feature away?
Oh, the Pokemon no longer become gliders. No, but they power up the glider and allow you to do what he just demonstrated.
And that's unfortunate, but at least the glider.
Yeah, it was one of the precautions they had to make to secure the game and make sure Nintendo didn't sue them into oblivion.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Confirmed. I truly believe that the only thing in the code that Palworld changed, that Pocket Pair changed with Palworld, was the model that appears when you are using a glider PAL. Because it looks, aside from that, it looks exactly the same. And I have a feeling that once this lawsuit is over and once Palworld has won this lawsuit, because I'm still betting on Palworld winning this lawsuit, Pocket Pair winning this lawsuit, that they're going to immediately, the lawyer's going to leave the courtroom. He's going to get on his phone. He's going to call the dev team. They're going to push an update that's going to be a 1-bit update, and they're going to change a 0 to a 1. And now it's not going to be the glider, it's going to be the PALs again. I have a feeling that it's still in the code and they're just waiting to push that button kind of thing.
I got a little update on the Palworld thing.
Yeah.
Veradart did a video 2 hours ago, and on the thumbnail it says that Palworld has 855,525 at 24-hour peak for players.
So
and it's beating out Marathon and Assassin's Creed 4 Resynced.
So you want me to react to that video after this one?
Do you have anything else you need to react to?
I was going to cover the Pokemon.
I got the actual number right here. I'm looking at it.
Jim's looking at the actual numbers right now.
The actual number that pops up on my Steam Deck is 555, 657.
Yeah, what I was talking about was the 24-hour peak.
Yeah.
I counted it back when it was over 800. It was about 900.
Yeah.
with all those numbers behind it.
Yeah, that still 24-hour peak. That was that's impressive.
All right. That is.
But yeah, current player count probably has gone down because some people are sleeping.
But yeah, we can, send me the Vera video on DM, so then I can we can react right after this one, and then we'll cover the Pokemon Go thing.
That was just something I thought was funny that I wanted to share because it got brought up on stream. But with that, yeah, there's not much more. I truly don't believe that this is a situation of Palworld actually caving.
They're not caving, stupid idiot. They're not caving like they all.
Yeah, he even admits to it being clickbait.
When at the end?
Yeah, he just admitted to it.
Yeah, you were clickbait. You're just Spanish for Tega. Are you stupid? Why would you clickbait?
Hey, at least he admits it's clickbait.
Yeah, still, I don't want to be clickbaited. If you clickbait again, I'm gonna come for you. I'm joking, obviously. Still, don't ever clickbait again. I hate clickbait. I don't care if I like you.
I told you he admits to clickbaiting.
I know, but still, I don't like clickbait. I don't like it. I'm mostly click farming, but still, fuck clickbait.
Like that was the immediate title.
If you clickbait again, all right.
I thought of. Did Palworld cave?
No, they did not cave. Are you stupid? Bro, why is he saying they can't? Man,
no, he's just admitting to clickbait right now.
I know.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, admit to clickbait, bitch. Anyways, I'm just joking.
I don't believe that this is really Palworld caving. I don't believe this is Palworld admitting that they're wrong. I think this is
not wrong. All right, we know. Anyways, final perspective on that, Torrin?
Yep. It's a good time to be a gamer right now.
Great time to be a gamer. Great time to be a gamer.
I just wish it was like this every day.
Me too. I wish it was like this every day too. Pocket Pair needs to step up and make it like this every day. Make this like every day. All right. What about you, Jim?
I am right now playing Palworld.
What's it like?
So on the ground report you want? So basically I'm writing the dragon from the trailer. Fun fact, boys, is that it's not a boss it's not a boss mon. You can actually find it common in the World Tree Zone, which is a zone you unlock later on in the game.
Yeah.
So people thinking, oh, it's going to be a legendary or some shit. No, that's not. No. Now finding the one with the red. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, well, even some of the ones that are legendaries have a location you can find them in the wild, not just the alpha, but like others.
Not yet, and you can't get the ending boss mon yet either. That's a no-go.
Oh yeah, probably not. No.
Yeah,
probably add it in a future update.
All right. So now we'll be reacting to this. Apparently, Palworld's new update.
This was 2 hours ago, by the way. This video was
2 hours ago. So I'll let Vera explain.
Oh, one more thing. Now this I need to make this very clear, everybody. There is a new waifu. There's a new waifu, folks.
Oh yeah, I kind of feared as much. I saw her in the trailer.
Oh yes, and she's the one with the dragon. So, folks, Marnie will not be replaced on my end because I like the goth like style. Yeah, Zoe. Oh my god, I get them confused. Anyway, Zoe. Anyways, Zoe will be my number one, but this is a hot second. I don't like the other girls as much as I like the new one they added.
Yeah, I don't either, and I agree with you on that.
I don't know. Lily and Sayo are kind of nice too.
All right, Vera. Now explain it for us. Explain how Palworld's booming and make me a sandwich after.
Oh my god.
lawsuit drama and having to change
She would low-key probably laugh at that.
game mechanics. Palworld 1.0
I'm obviously joking because she probably lives far away from me.
release is finally here, and it is crushing the competition. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy
Palworld's crushing it. I told you to crush it. I told you this update will crush it. Didn't I tell you that this shit is crushing it? I told you this shit's crushing it. I literally told you. In fact, now Pokemon fans have to make me a sandwich because I was right on this. I literally was right on this. Like literally. I was spot on. I literally said that this Palworld update's going to boom, that millions and millions. It's going to be more than 40 million, and it seems like it's about to be. It seems like it's going to be like that by when this is all over. So I told you guys, Triton was right once again, and you Pokemon fans can suck my D. Fucking stupid ass Pokemon retards. I was right once again. Yet these Pokemon retards just don't listen. They don't listen to people like me, Vera, Futanga, Ranga, and all these people that end up being right about this stuff, you know?
the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, when
Blah, 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 blah. You haven't made my sandwich yet.
Palworld had released an early access for the first time several years ago, 2.5 years
In fact, your mom could make me a sandwich too.
to be exact. There were a lot of Pokemon fans who were attacking this game, saying it was terrible, that they copied so many mechanics, even though it's just like creature.
See, all Pokemon fans doing is just attack the game, even though they know the game is good and hard. I bet you some of them actually do play it and they have bought it. They're just hating on it just to hate on it because that's the thing. They want to stay in Pokemon.
There's some retarded Pokemon fans out there that just hate it because it's a survival game. And they're like, I don't like survival games. I don't like Ark.
Lil says I get no sandwich. Vera has never let me down. She's never let me down. Neither has her mom.
Capturing, and they were furious, saying if you support these developers.
By the way, I actually don't know her mom. I'm just making a your mom joke.
You're a terrible person, and most gamers didn't listen because it actually is a really fun, wholesome, entertaining experience. People just want to be entertained.
You know what else is fun? Pokemon's mom. All right, but for real, Palworld is officially more funner than Pokemon. Like Vera is right on this. Like jokes aside, Palworld is way more funner than Pokemon. Pokemon's just slowly declining while Palworld's just rising. Palworld at 1.0 update is already booming, and it's not even 24 hours yet, and it's already booming.
When they play a video game, they do not want to be
They already have 800,000, almost 900,000, basically almost 1 million players already. It's not even 24 hours yet.
Sure, they do not want a narrative shoved in their face. They don't even
care about narrative. They just care about entertaining their consumers. That's it. They don't care about no narrative. They're not like Nintendo. They're not Game Freak. They're not Pokemon.
Always want the
They're
most.
not these stupid retarded companies. They're not Ubisoft. They're not Sony. They're not Microsoft. Parker Pear just wants to actually entertain the consumers. They can take criticism, unlike Ubisoft that tells you to fuck off.
Oh no, they can't take criticism. There was actually there was actually a time that they someone was trying to get them to revert body type 1 and 2 back to male and female. And and Pocket Pair banned them from their Discord. I don't think they banned them, but they shut down their thread.
Are you sure it was Pocket
Yes, it was
Pair
Pocket Pair.
It was Pocket Pair devs, or was it just some random dipshit mod?
I think it was a dipshit mod, but
yeah, you can't blame Pocket Pair for a dipshit mod.
I think the dipshit mod was Bucky, though. That's the thing.
Who's Bucky? Is it like the
Bucky is the lead community manager for Pocket Pair.
Oh, if it's Bucky, then yeah, Pocket Pair's kind of man, they're kind of cooked then. Fuck you, Pocket Pair! How dare you not take criticism?
I mean, I don't mind it as long as the rest of the game's good, but it's kind of stupid now because no one actually cares about that except AAA devs.
You know what? Since Bucky wants to...
It's just that in 2024 it was trendy.
Are you for sure that it is Bucky?
Well, it was definitely one of the dipshit mods under him.
Well,
and Bucky's always raised some eyebrows with me. People say he's based, but I've never felt that way about him.
Well, it better not be Bucky, because I'll roast him really fucking hard if it is. I just need more evidence, because that's the thing. If it is Bucky, and if he is sympathizing with that and won't change it back to male, won't change back the gender thing to male and female, then you are just a fucking tranny sympathizer and you deserve no respect. Probably because your family doesn't love you. That's why you're like, oh, I gotta respect people that pretend to be different genders.
I think a lot of it has to do with them bending the knee for like the gaming industry, because there's certain things you have to do to get like awards and shit here in the game industry, and they're bending the knee for that reason alone. Otherwise, they'll get blacklisted.
Unique product possible. They want
it's
something
like in Hollywood.
that feels familiar yet new and fresh and really, really cool. And that is what Palworld did over the years. Of course, they have definitely gone through some ups and downs, most notably.
Palworld is dominating. They are taking over. You can have sandwich. Okay. See, now I get sandwich now.
With the lawsuit that they are a part of. Nintendo's Palworld lawsuit has recently failed in a big way, which I'll get into in just a couple of minutes. But
we already covered that, but we can get another recap from Vera.
1.0 had released just a few days ago on the 10th, and this game is dominating. So as you can see, official release has not gotten to the height of the early access release 2.5 years ago, but every single day the player counts have gone up by quite a lot. So I am curious to see what it is going to get to. I would assume over the next couple of days, it will go over 1 million, but the 24-hour peak is 855,525 players, and in-game right now is 702,936. Absolutely phenomenal numbers. If we go to the top of the Steam charts, it's only being beaten by Counter-Strike and Dota, and that is it. It is almost double what PUBG is. Then you have things like 5N, TBH, Bongo Cat, though the only other big games here, right, are EA Sports, 140,000, Rust, 135,000, Binding of Isaac, Apex Legends, Marvel Rivals, and I think that this list is always so hilarious because you could have new games that release, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag Recent, and they're nowhere to be found. Sure, they may be selling a decent amount of copies between all of the platforms they're on, but their concurrent player counts are never even this high. And if you only want to use like live service online games as a comparison, then where are titles like Marathon, Bungie's latest big game on the block? That's right, nowhere to freaking be found. There are articles being written on this, lots of people talking about this. This is an article from Forbes. It says, Palworld is doing something incredible. After 2.5 years in early access, Palworld has now launched in its 1.0 version, the true release of the game that collects a number of updates over the past few years and adds its biggest patch in history for the launch. While the game is obviously not going to reach 2.1 million again,
Damn, it's already at 2.1 million players. Damn, it's not even 24 hours. Damn.
No, it's not going to reach.
Wait,
well,
what?
The game is obviously not going to reach 2.1 million again. It had 2.1 million when it first released in early access. Yeah, it had a bigger player count back then. Though it probably won't hit those numbers. I will say I'll probably hit 1 million players at least.
Wow. So it has a decline. So it's declined.
Well, it only declined because there was a hype for it at the time. That's why.
Well, come back to it, you stupid idiots. How dare you guys not be hyped for it?
It has now hit 725,000 concurrent players on Steam this weekend, with numbers boosted by Asian markets during the morning in the US here. That 725,000 figure means that the second launch of Palworld is now inside the top 15 of Steam launch concurrent peaks ever. To date, there's never been a similar situation of a relaunch hitting a figure like that, though a few expansions may count for forever hits like PUBG. CSGO also sort of just morphed into its sequel, CS2. Here's the top 15 list, and you have PUBG, Black Myth Wukong, Palworld, Counter-Strike.
What is Palworld's number 3? So it's good.
Yeah, that was when it first released in early access, by the way.
So what number do you think it would be now?
I'm going to say it's going to at least get to 1 million, which is still reasonable.
It's still reasonable. It's still good though. Like
I don't think it will reach those numbers. It may those numbers it had.
Oh no, it will not reach 2.1 million.
It'll come close, but I don't think it'll quite reach it.
It's probably jokes aside. It's probably due to, like you said, it's not enough hype for it because it's the official update.
Back when it came out, it was something new and revolutionary that turned people's heads. Like, hey, this game has a lot of controversy surrounding it. I should try it.
Yeah, it doesn't have that much controversy around it anymore. So I guess.
Yeah, even the Pokemon fans have kind of backed off, even though some of them are still bitching about it.
That's why I feel like
I think even a few Pokemon fans who were skeptical about it when it released played it, and they're like, "This isn't so bad."
Yeah, that's probably why it's still gonna get to it still has a lot of players because a lot of Pokemon fans actually converted. Now, those always be the ones I'll always bitch about it. Will never.
Oh yeah, there's always Poke purists out there.
But I bet you some of even the Poke purists like it, behind the scenes, in secret. They just don't want to admit it, so the Pokemon gods, quote unquote, don't get mad at them.
Oh yeah, totally.
Monster Hunter Wilds, Lost Ark, Dota 2, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Banana, New World.
Damn! Power 1.0 is all the way number 15. Wow.
Yeah.
It's dropped.
Banana is a fucking joke.
Why is Banana a bug?
Banana is literally just a clicker game. You basically click the button a bunch of times to get new bananas.
Why is it number? Why is it number two? What?
Because the bananas can be sold on the Steam marketplace for money.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, if you get a rare banana, it's worth a lot of money. That's why.
Hogwarts Legacy, Baldur's Gate 3, Battlefield.
Same with Counter-Strike.
Are you sure it's not a scam?
It's not really a scam, though there are a bunch of retards that will try and scam you with using the Steam Marketplace. That's why there's so many safeguards on Steam for the Steam Marketplace. That and also Counter-Strike has a huge base of skin sellers too, which is another reason why they have those safeguards.
And Palworld 1.0 in the top 15. And you just know for a fact that the big Pokemon fans are seething. Now, I personally love Pokemon, but I also personally really enjoy Palworld. I hate that all or nothing mentality, right? Where, well, I've been a Pokemon fan for my entire life, so I'm not going to support this ripoff. It is very different. We haven't gotten a Pokemon.
That mindset's retarded. If you have that mindset, that's just stupid.
Game like this. So just because it's got creature capture mechanics, I don't think that it's fair to say that it's Pokemon at all whatsoever. But I do think that there are plenty of people online who were already seething at the fact that this did so good, because when the game had released, don't forget, the journos and many Pokemon fans were attacking this game because they said that it was a blatant ripoff and it was so terrible. And they were actually happy that Nintendo was suing, though. The Nintendo lawsuit hasn't quite gone gone the way that they expected. They thought it was going to be a big, fat, easy win, and that hasn't happened. This is an article from not even that long ago, about a month ago. It says the lawsuit is still ongoing, with evidence being presented on October 1st before the court issues a decision on November 9th, but recent changes to Nintendo's claim have swung the likely outcome heavily in Pocket Pair's favor. As of now, Nintendo and Pocket Pair have completed their written pleadings and the submission of evidence, according to GameSpray, which specializes in gaming industry regulatory.
I wonder what Nintendo's evidence is gonna be. Imagine they better not use that fucking owl in the fucking.
I doubt it. This is about patents, not copyright.
Matters. GameSpray cannot
Basically, same game designs and shit.
see any pathway to victory for Nintendo. The amended claim in the lawsuit now specifically targets older versions of Palworld, like the versions before the alleged copyright infringing mechanics were removed by Pocket.
It is copyright.
Yeah, it's the copyright for the mechanics in the earlier
The
versions
mechanics,
of the game.
not the okay.
Pair. So they are effectively trying to go after this game for what it was 2.5 years ago, which I think is so funny because Pocket Pair has definitely tried their best to change things around. So maybe Nintendo would drop the lawsuit and both of these companies could go their own ways, but Nintendo refuses, which I understand Nintendo wants to protect their creation. But again, this is...
Don't give them that excuse. They don't want to... Man, this is not about the protecting your creation, and you know that. You know that ain't a valid excuse. Man...
isn't supposed to be a copy and paste of Pokemon. Yes, there are creatures in both games that are based off the same real world animals and maybe have similar elements. Sure, there's creature capturing and creature battling and all these different things, but ultimately it's not the same. It says, though, Nintendo effectively has no chance of succeeding over any current or very recent Palworld version, meaning there will be no injunction with real world impact because Palworld removed the potentially liable gameplay elements. The current version of the game cannot be at fault and is therefore not a threat to Nintendo's patent rights, which I just think is so funny because I do think that Nintendo is going to lose. I do think that they are going to have a problem. I don't think that this is as easy as they expected it to be. They thought, oh my gosh, Pocket Pair has no money and they're just a small group of people, and so we're going to be able to bully them, and it didn't work out the way they anticipated. And what I love to see about a situation like this is, first of all, gamers are having a great time with Palworld. They're loving it. But I also love to see modern games from the biggest companies get absolutely freaking dunked on. I think that this is such a hilarious situation just because we, for years now, have been told by the biggest companies in the industry that we have to support them, right? That, hey, look, we have a proven track record and we've made...
We don't need a fucking support. Why would we support Pokemon? That's fucking stupid. If you support Pokemon, you are a fucking R-word.
Games you loved before, so you need to continue to support us. That's how we end up with situations like Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Companies know that love and nostalgia do sell and that people do want to support something like a Black Flag remake, but while it sold over 2 million copies, that still doesn't mean that it is doing the numbers they want as of right now. We don't know the budget. One would assume that it is a smaller budget, though at the end of the day, something like Resynced is still getting absolutely freaking crushed by a Palworld. You also have Marathon, which I know
I'm going to go to the restroom. If I'm not back by the end, just go on to the next segment without me.
Talked about a million times on the channel, but this was supposed to be Bungie's latest and greatest massive and behemoth live service game, and on right now is Sunday in the middle of the day. It is sitting at 5,463 players, and the 24-hour peak is 6,546. This game is freaking dead. There is no possible way a game like this could come back. There's absolutely no possible way that a game like this could be saved. And we are going to hear about even more layoffs at Bungie with these types of numbers. And just taking a peek at the recent releases tab, you can see Palworld's number 1, Resynced is number 2, Echoes of Aincrad number 3, EA Sports College Football, which is still up there, is getting destroyed at number 4. Then you have Esports Manager, NTE. Cat Mail Co, by the way, looks so cute and so fun. I know I'm a chick, so yeah, I want to play a game as a cat running a freaking post office. All right, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm going to play that soon. But Palworld is dominating all of the charts, and you just love to see it happening. Maybe this will actually lead to better games from Nintendo and better Pokemon games, because they will see that they have some legitimate competition. Maybe they will actually strive to not release the sloppiest version of a game possible, and they will actually make something better going forward. I loved Pokopia, but that was still a different team than who is making the Scarlet and Violets and Sun and Moons and Wind and Waves. I hope Wind and Waves turns out to be good. But maybe it will lead to some better competition. I don't claim to know what their mindset is, but I know that gamers are really happy with Palworld 1.0, and you just love to see a situation like this happening. Right before we wrap up the video, I just want to show you guys the Palworld account's posts. It's all love and praise and saying thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for believing in us. We hope you're enjoying. Actually comes across.
That's the thing. I'm actually glad that Palworld's doing better. You know, I'm glad that they're doing good and all that. And that's the thing. They are better than Pokemon. They're doing good in the update. They put hard work into the update. And I'm cheering for them. I'm cheering for them. I am cheering for them 100%. Cheering for them. So, yeah. This is this segment. Jim, what's your final perspective on the Palworld 1.0 updates?
Dude, I am fucking loving this game. I told my mom the other day, right? We were in the car or some shit like that, or I was at the house. I can't remember which. Anyways, I was like, Mom, I think I found something that's gonna replace my love, my very favorite game of all time. She said, really? World of Warcraft, classic. Something's gonna replace that shit. I doubt that. I said, no, Mom. Palworld. I said, it's that fucking good with the gameplay loop. Now. It wasn't before, but now. It's like Genshin, Ark Survival. Like, it's like so many different things. You got your mons, right? But you can also be self-sufficient to shoot shit in the game and take care of yourself without the mods. It's not all relying on the mods. That's why it's like, oh, it's like Pokemon. No, it's not. Because in Pokemon, you have to be relying on the damn mods. This, you can literally go get a gun, make a gun or whatever, and shoot shit and kill it yourself. Like, and there's also melee weapons too. They added a whole shitload of new melee weapons as well, with different ways you can swing them and shit. So it's like, nah, this game is like, I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I love it too. And I can't wait to play it. All right, so now let's move to the Pokemon Go segment. That'll be our last topic, and then I'm gonna play some. Yeah. So yeah, let me go ahead and get the bookmark up. All right. All right, is it up? All right. Pokemon Go creators respond after Times Square Mewtwo sparks backlash. Pokemon Go's 10th anniversary celebration
I'm
in
back.
New York City. All right, welcome back. Covering the Pokemon Go stuff now. Pokemon Go's 10th anniversary celebration in New York City's Times Square has sparked backlash after invited attendees received an exclusive guarantee 100% IV Me Too, leaving many longtime players.
IV means
feeling-
individual value, by the way. It means it has really good DNA.
leaving many longtime feeling excluded because the players did not get this. The players at the award ceremony did not get this exclusive, so they feel left out. They feel like they're not getting an award, and honestly, I don't blame them because they're not getting, anything jack shit for supporting Pokemon as long as they did. A lot of these people are the ones that defend. See, this is what happens when you defend companies. This is why you shouldn't defend Pokemon against Palworld, because Pokemon doesn't even give a fuck about you. You get no benefit doing that.
Hell, Palworld could shank you one of these days for all we know.
They
Or
could.
Pocket Pair, I mean. Yeah.
You
They
don't
seem like
trust-
an okay company now, but all it takes is one person to take over the company, and then that goodwill goes down the drain.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so basically they feel excluded from that because that's the thing, they couldn't get the Mew thing. So there's that. It's basically a short segment, and their article just talks about a little more, so new information about it. So Torrid, do you think Pokemon Go fans are feeling justified in being excluded from it?
Oh yeah, totally. Nintendo does this all the time. What do you think their old Pokemon events were like? Going to fucking Toys R Us stores, which my state only had 2 of them, and both of them are closed now.
What about you, Doomer Rabbit?
So yeah, I can see why they'd be pissed off about it.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm here. So yeah, basically my thoughts are, so what is actually going on? Like did they deny the event? Did they cancel it or something?
No, they fucking they didn't give the players the Mew IV.
They only gave they only had 2. They were only able to give out 2,000 of them.
Yeah, they didn't give it to everyone that showed up at the event, and that's what's going on. I don't know why you didn't pay attention.
That's what I thought you had said. I wasn't for sure.
That's what I said.
They had a bigger turnout than 2,000 players, and they didn't have enough, I guess.
So my opinion is this: if you're already having issues with Palworld, right? Creeping in with their shit, right? And you're having issues with a lawsuit, and you're having longtime fans just walk out on you because you're you're not giving what the fans want, right? Wouldn't it be super good of you to make sure your bases are fucking covered? Isn't that your job as a corporation to say, "Oh shit, we gotta get more of these event things down there, because if we don't, we're gonna lose even more people that like us." Isn't the whole idea? They always claim they're protecting their IP and they're doing all this shit. So but then when it comes to actually doing right to keep the base, right, they don't do it. So why are you fighting lawsuits legally if you're not going to do right by their current players? And you already see the writing on the walls because of Palworld, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm just sitting here dumbfounded that they'd be this stupid.
Well, this time it's technically not the Pokemon Company; it's Niantic.
Yeah, but they have like close ties and shit.
They do, but Niantic develops the game and they set the rules for said game.
But isn't it like still the parent company is right? I'm pretty sure parent company is
I don't think the parent
Pokemon.
company could give a fuck less what they do with the IP as long as they're doing what they want.
Well, I don't even think this is the first time Niantic's fucked up.
Oh no, they added. Did you see the DEI shit they did to the player characters?
Yeah, which pissed off a shitload of people. Actually, why are people still playing that fucking game?
Because they're fucking retards. That's why.
Like, come on. If we all think about this right now, Pokemon is, at best, is a semi-okay game. Look, it's pretty dog shit. Even with today's facelifts and shit like that. And it took them making a...
so you find a perspective?
Well, my perspective is that they need to govern their subsidiaries better if they want to keep their base. Okay, there you go.
Alright. All right. You do you and Torin have anything else to add before I end it? Alright, well, make sure you got. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Alright, we'll get to future plans. So, I assume everyone's probably just gonna be in VC unless there's anything else y'all want to share.
I might not be in VC right away.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, well, I guess we'll go ahead and end the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and that we're getting the song ready up there. Thank you to Torin and Jim for being on the stream.
Bye-bye.
I really enjoy covering the Palworld thing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming on. I always do appreciate. I appreciate both of you guys. All right. Bye-bye. Hold on.
That first one, the Bobby Green. Yeah. That one's crazy. I don't know how he beat Terrence.
Time has come, I can't hide from the fact that I can't wait. See, there's a place where I can go and I can easily escape. Where the sun is always shining, and when it's dark, the lights come out. Oh, California, how I love ya, you're all I'm thinking about. Yeah. It's a beautiful early morning, all the birds are singing songs. I close my eyes for a moment and then I drift until I'm gone. Now if I give life permission, it'll get the best of me. So I pay it no attention as I sing a melody. Finally I'm home. Finally I'm home. Don't care if I'm alone. Finally I'm home. Yeah, palm trees and a calm breeze greet me. Melodies ringing in my ears so sweetly. See the Cali girls walking around in bikinis. The Cali boys hubbing and puffing on sweet leaf. To go far, you don't really need a nice car. Take it easy, girl, you gonna make life hard. Gotta keep my shades on or I'll go blind. And Cali never asked me how I'm doing, I'm fine. Living in a cloud of smoke, swimming in wine. Got the ocean to myself, now it's all mine. I'm a star on a boulevard, go shine. And if I leave, I'm coming back 100 more times. Finally, I'm home. Finally, I'm home.